My job is taking care of the parents, taking care of the teachers, taking care of the future teachers that don't even know their parents or don't even know their future teachers, inspiring them, giving them the love that they need, as well as a space to be able to gather and love one another. Because it's an amazing program, because it's changed the lives of the people that have been here, and the more people that come in, the more lives that are changed. The more lives that are changed, the better our community is. The stronger our community is, the more leaders we're creating, the more opportunities we're giving to the families that are learning how to be empathetic and communicate and respectful and know themselves, be secure, be their best version. And if we can cultivate that during the early learning years, if we can teach them to love learning, then they will love learning forever more. And that's the gift. If we can keep giving that gift to every child, we'll make a great impact. But if we keep giving the parents and the teachers the lessons, the how-to, the knowledge, the support, the inspiration, that impact is going to be greater, because that child is going to get love at home and love at school in the same way and be able to share their best version because of the bridging of the gap between home and school. And so we've developed an environment that is fun, involved, as well as purposeful, intentional. Every single word we say, every single activity that we place out in the environment is for the intention of growth, learning, development, life skills, brain development, relationships, social, emotional, as well as learning about sustainability and community and the golden rule. There's so much that I want to say about teams, because it's my baby, it's my brainchild, it's what I developed in order to solve a much bigger problem in not just our community, not just our state, but in our society, in this world. We need to teach our very young while their brain is pliable and while it's making the most impact. I started this project to gain as much access into the community as possible, to make it as affordable, as available, as fun, intriguing, engaging, and welcoming as I could. And I set the days and the times and the rates thinking I could be as available as possible. But 2.5 years in, we're full, we've got waiting lists, and there's beautiful growth, and the children, there's impact beyond my wildest dreams. But we're not able to serve everybody in our community. I've been one of those parents that this would have been a luxury to be able to bring my children to an environment like this. I mean, scrubbing together cents to make $20 to be able to make my rent was really my first priority, keeping a roof over their heads. But giving them an opportunity like this, that's a gift far beyond a roof over their head. That's their core being for the rest of their life. And every single child deserves the right to have quality care and learning experiences with parents and teachers and friends that love them and want them to succeed in life. And so I've developed this environment that it naturally happens. There is part of our community we haven't been able to reach because $20 is still too much. I understand that. I was in that category. The opportunity to get licensed, the opportunity to be able to accept DSHS families for free to the family, or foster families that are free to their families. That's an essential piece of our community, and I want to reach those families just as much as the families that can afford to pay. It means that our capital isn't reaching all the way that it needs to reach. On an average monthly basis, we have been able to reach about 80% of our monthly bills and operation costs and materials costs. And we always try to have high quality food, high quality materials, high quality environment, clean environment, amazing staff. All of that costs money. And every month we run short by about 20%. After our process of becoming state licensed, the reimbursement rate is lower. It'll be closer to about 75%. So we fill that gap through fundraisers, events, donations, grants. It's why we're a nonprofit. It's why I've designed this program to be a program that gives back into its own program so that it can continue to grow and be sustainable. We've been able to have fun events like the Gorge fundraising and our sock hop and our carnival and so many different fun ways to make fundraisers available for our community members. But we need donations. We need cash donations, sponsorships of our children, as well as our staff development training, the ability to help more families. The much bigger picture is to duplicate this program, expand this program. Wenatchee is not the only area that has children in need. Leavenworth, Chelan, Quincy, Moses Lake. Our reach is reaching far right now, but we can still only help a small handful of children every day by being able to duplicate this program and by being able to reach out into other communities and to provide for them what we've provided here and the impact that we've been able to make here. We can make that further, stretch further. There's over 7,000 children, 7,200 children, and another 1,000 born every year that are in Wenatchee area and the surrounding areas. There's about 1,000 spaces for early learning. We're at the high end of quality. We want to show people what quality is. We want to be that model center. We want to be a place where it not just gives parents a fun space to learn, but truly attracts quality people to the industry, gives parents a space to learn, or even just a respite. We could be helping abusive situations because parents need love and they need a break and they need respite. I've been a mom, I know. I have three grown sons that have all grown through this program, from the learning curve to the college that I worked at when I was a young mom, all the way to developing this program and giving not just the immediate children this gift, but children in the future and hopefully children far outside of my current reach. We do collect our data, and we've been able to get children all the way from Chelan Falls to Moses Lake and Ephrata to Lake Wenatchee, and a great, wonderful footprint that we're making right now. But it's still a drop in the bucket to what's needed. We need to, as a community, support early learning. It's the most important thing that we can do. The children now, they're our future. They're the doctors, they're the lawyers, they're the policymakers, they're our future leaders. And if we can teach them those important skills like empathy, respect, communication, understanding each other and awareness of disabilities or delays, and being able to bridge that gap when they're this age, well, that's building that foundation. That's what they'll be able to do as they grow. That's a gift that we want to give to more kids. The more the better. All children deserve the right to quality early learning experiences, and we want to provide that, but we need help. It's been referred to as push starting a train. And okay, yes, it was me in the beginning. It was me and all my might and every ounce of money, time, energy, blood, sweat, tears, you name it, it went into it. I taught for the first year entirely for free, worked every single session, built the team, built this amazing, amazing team of, there's 8 of us total right now, and they are my why. The growth that they have shown and the love that they've given to the parents, and the love they give to the kids, the love that the kids and the parents are giving to each other because of their influence. I did that. I built those teachers. They came to me as just these great, fun people, and now I get the joy, the pleasure of observing them and seeing how they love and how they teach and how they've taken what I've given them and made it even better. And the feedback that I get from the kids, from the parents, from the community, from the volunteers, all of it is what inspires me. And it gives me that opportunity to continue to inspire and to give my families, my teachers, my kids, the very best of me. And I'm proud to do that. I'm proud to be here right now. We've reached over almost 1,000 families in being open over 2 years, 2.5 years almost. When I first walked in the building, I wasn't ready, and I pushed through and made it happen. We opened 5 weeks after the time that I first walked in the building and went, this has to happen. It's a beautiful space. It's a beautiful time. It's a huge need. I'm going to walk my talk. I'm going to put my money where my mouth is. And I didn't take a paycheck for 1.5 years. I still take a very low paycheck because for me it's more important to bring it back into the program. Matter of fact, a couple of my teachers make more than I do because they're parents of young children, and they're the sole providers, and they need it, and I want them to have it. I pay a little bit more than what minimum wage or the average going childcare teacher makes because they're doing a hell of a lot more. They're doing a heck of a lot more.
Doesn't matter.
Because they're not just teaching the kids. They're not just going through the curriculum. They're not just implementing the curriculum. They're not just going through the schedule of the day. They're modeling for parents. They're modeling for each other. They're holding each other accountable. And the children are getting the benefit. And the parents are getting the benefit. And ultimately, our community is getting the benefit. And we need the community to help us so that we can continue to help the community. It's hard to be a parent. It's hard to be a parent of a toddler or an infant or a 3-year-old, especially a 4-year-old, and they ask why 4,962 times every day. Parents need love, and we give them guidance, and we give them our time. And if they've got questions, we answer them. And we do our best to be the resource, be the encouragement, the cheerleaders that they need to continue to get through. I've had parents say without us, there would be some bad things taking place. And I'm grateful for the opportunity to give children and parents a safe place to be, and the opportunity to know true love from their core, because it's real and it's genuine and it's honest. And we want to be a place that welcomes all people, all families, all community members, all children. The Tri-Cities School District came in 2016 and did testing on all of our school districts and did a Dibble test. And that's when they found out that more than 75% of our students aren't going into kindergarten prepared. Kindergarten readiness is a crucial piece of the future success of all children as they go through their educational experience. And a foundational start of loving school, finding their interests, being able to listen, being able to raise their hand, being able to follow through with just a simple task. Those are important skills. And if we can give them those skills every day, then by the time they get to kindergarten, they will be ready and eager to learn more and set those examples for the students around them. So truly we're creating the leaders because they'll have those skills to set the example for those around them. And hence we'll be changing the world, one child at a time.